Hello, this is,
Basinger 313.
and definitely not Lexi here. Gonna go ahead and start this off with a quote. You could probably tell from the title of the video what this is about. When a toxic person can no longer control you, they will try to control how others see you. The misinformation will feel unfair, but stay above it, trusting that other people will eventually know the truth, just like you did. I feel like that quote actually does go ahead and explain the whole situation as a whole rather rapidly. I don't believe this channel has been hit by this incident, but as both of us have had to deal with copyright of some way, shape, or form in the past through various mediums, figured that might be worthy of the signal boost. For those of you who are completely unaware, there's this person under the name of Alex Mauer who did music for the gaming community, and then at some point decided, no, the contracts I've had with the gaming community don't fulfill, they don't protect me, they don't save me, but instead of going through and legally disputing it, they decided that they were going to DMCA as many players and Let's Players and anybody who's shown the game as possible to try to get the creator of the game to go down. Why they would make this jump of conclusion, I don't know. Why they would do such a thing, I don't know. But for those of you who did know that that incident happened, and I apologize for how vastly I actually summed it up. I'm going through a whole lot here. What wound up happening was Alex Mauer got a restraining order put on them. And this restraining order basically said that they were no longer allowed to DMCA the game by that one game company. Okay? So instead of actually DMCAing that game, they decided to DMC other games and other YouTubers. And it got to the point where they were targeting as many and as large an amount of people as possible to try to... Actually, I don't know what. There doesn't seem to have been an end goal. There doesn't seem to have been a way beyond how what they did moving forward. But
I would like to point out that I just feel that what she was doing was, yeah, like you said, a complete waste of time, a complete waste of everyone else's time. There was really no reason for this to even exist whatsoever. And from what you told me, the fact that even though the creator of the game says that they will start removing music from her.
Oh, we didn't actually get to that point. That was in the middle of a Let's Play recording that we actually just randomly started talking about that.
Oh.
Yeah. So
yeah. By the way, I'm sorry for interrupting you though,
no,
but
fine.
There's a reason why he's talking for the most part, because I'm completely clueless to this entire information up until he mentioned it.
Yeah. So.
So he's more of the expert than I am.
I wouldn't call myself an expert. I just been following this situation because it kind of hits a little too close to home in a lot of ways.
Yeah, definitely. I've definitely been through the copyright bullcrap that is YouTube's system before, and to see that other people are still affected by it, it's just
not only affected by it, but this is flat out abuse as an attempt to actually shut smaller channels down, and actually get in the way of other people making revenue. The way that Alex Mauer seems to see this is they were slighted by the world, so everybody else deserves to be slighted as well. So, moving a little bit more in detail, what Alex Mauer is doing is not legal. It could be disputed legally, but the way she's doing it is not legal. She does not actually own the rights to the copyright that she claims she does. Some even blatantly. One of them, she contributed to a piece of work. She contributed to some of the audio as a hiree by the person who was contracted to do the audio in the first place for a game called River City Ransom. So after she got the restraining order, she decided, I'm going to go ahead and target this other game company, and instead of trying to go legal action like the first one did, or had to actually get her off their back, they just said, you know what, and this is what he was referencing earlier, we're going to release an official statement that if, like, when we get back onto Steam, which they are back on Steam now, we are going to remove all of the songs that Alex Mauer had to work on. We're going to remove all of her work in this project, and we just want to move forward because it's not worth the time for us to go through the legal course and action. It's not worth the money because it prevents us from being able to get this game on a consoles. It prevents us from being able to progress with this game forward to just dispute this with this one person. So we're just going to cut all ties as much as we can. And she didn't like the response, so she decided to accelerate her methods of DMCA attacks. And I'm going to avoid exactly how she did that in purpose of trying to avoid copyright strikes. Or not copyright strikes. Copycat strikers. Not that I assume anybody in the audience that is listening now would be the type of person to do that, but just it makes me sleep better. But if you would like to know more information, there is a YouTuber and lawyer, actually, copyright lawyer, under the name of Leonard J. French.
That's a cute dog.
It's his dog. It's a rescue. And he has a very big online presence. If you have any questions regarding the case, you could probably ask him, but keep in mind he's obviously under a lot of load considering everything going on. And also, incidentally, I did not prep this one, but SidAlpha over here has also been covering this case as well as any dirty devs if you want to actually fill yourself in, because I don't feel it's right for me just to ramble on and have you hear hearsay, because both of these people have been in the center of this since like near the beginning. But the real reason why we're actually making this video isn't just to go ahead and say, oh, Alex Mauer did bad, everybody should go ahead and attack them and target them, because like by no means, nobody attack them, nobody give death threats to Alex Mauer. Like, if you could get away with it, don't give her the further attention. The reason we're doing so is because there's a very specific reason that I wanted to get across. So Leonard J. French released this video. We're going to actually do our best to link it in the description. Called United States versus Alex Mauer, where they admit that he does not have the funds. The company behind Star Mazer, who was the first game that got attacked, does not have the funds to expand this to a class action lawsuit. But there is another option. What Alex Mauer is doing is a crime. They're pretending they have copyright that they don't actually have. So the FBI has a site specifically for this type of thing. Now, I don't want to go through everything you have to do to file a complaint. I will click file a complaint just so you can see how it looks like. But if you know any of how this is done, oops, here we go. Online complaint. If you know any of how this is done, if you know anybody who has been affected by this, if you know anybody who has been targeted by Alex Mauer's claims, feel free to let them know about this. Let them know that this is an option. They don't have to just like sit down and roll over, because they could file a complaint that would help the FBI actually take this case on. Now, this is a branch of the FBI. They are willing to help, but if you want any more details, I need to refer you back to United States versus Alex Mauer, this YouTube video right over here, where he explains it in 15 minutes or so, how to actually go through filing a complaint, what information you should do, and as well as giving the more accurate account of what happened near the end of the whole incident. Wanted to get this out to you as quickly as possible, because it's just one of those things that you don't really delay on if you can help it. Anything else to say?
I guess just for clarification, I have not been affected by Alex Mauer whatsoever. I have not done any LPs for her music work. So, but for now, like, just in case for future reference.
Luckily.
Yeah,
thankfully. We wouldn't have known. Cause,
yeah, like I've heard of, was it what called Retro City Rampage? Or
no, it's River City Ransom. It's a fun game.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of YouTubers who have played it, and in fact, you should check that out, and probably Star Mazer as well, because that looks like a really entertaining game. But it's just a shame as that's been under this kind of fire.
Yeah, so any Let's Players out there, avoid that game at all costs. You could just play it on your own
Well, for
time.
now, keep an eye on it. I'm sure it'll come up.
Yeah, like, at least until the situation's resolved, of course.
I repeat, it is an amazingly fun game.
I haven't played it yet, though, so I might want to check it out.
Yeah, it's based off a game from way back, but I'll explain further when the camera's off.
Yeah.